Hello, once again. This is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. It's my pleasure to present these great opportunities to you. And the topic of this particular webinar is breaking news. We have massive flipping opportunities for you. All right, so this is such a significant moment in our history. Number one, we appreciate all our members that been with us all these years. And once again, you're potentially will be able to reap the benefit of associate with our network. All right. So without further ado, let's go over this presentation. Here are the several flipping listing opportunities we have in the various locations in the US. We have commercial investment short-term flipping opportunities throughout the country. We are working with three money partners in which we have previous working relationship within our network. And they are John Chen from Central Florida, Ray Banzao from Phoenix, Arizona, and Glenn Plantone from Las Vegas. Now, just because they have a home base in those respective areas, that does not mean that they are restricted to do flipping in their areas of expertise. They have the ability to do flipping opportunities in other part of the country as well, and you will now we will provide more details for that a little bit in this presentation and in the future as well. And of course, we will be having various webinars and videos uh, moving forward to provide you guys with more details. So here is our flipping strategy. Let me give you just an example. Our money partners, those individuals we just mentioned, will lend the money that you provide. You are the bank, all right? Short term. You will provide the cash as a partner. And then once they receive the cash money to purchase these kind of properties with all cash, then they will use the money to acquire and rehab those homes. The average discount with rehab costs included is about 70%, which is very conservative as a market value. As a private money lender, you get the first lien position in a property, a security, plus 8% typically APR on the cash for the time that it is used, anywhere from a few months, right? Flipping. So in addition, you will receive around 20% of the profit when those homes is sold. So on the average, you will net about 10% on your cash with an average turnaround time of 4 months, maybe slightly longer. The goal is to turn the funds 2 or 3 times per year for a cumulative annual return of 20% or more. Now, a lot of these flips can be converted into long-term buy and hold rentals as well. Now, I'm going to provide you with three past sample deals that was done. All right. So the first sample deal that was done in the recent past was this is a commercial opportunity right here. Is a bank-owned REO foreclosure on this commercial building, and my partner bought it with cash, $200,000, maybe one or two partners. Typically, the minimum to get in is around for our investors, let's say about $100,000 cash. So if we can find two investors with 100 grand plus 100 grand, which is 200,000, or one investor that have $200,000 cash, they can do it on this particular property. This property located in Waynesboro, Georgia, and look at this massive opportunity. Is a the purchase at only at $8.50 per square foot. So the bank building with the bank and two other long-term tenants, right? This commercial building with already three long-term tenants, 13,640 square foot, two-story building. It is already rented in this commercial building for $4,700 per month with a triple net lease in place. 2 months later, it was sold for 490,000. So therefore, purchase price 200,000, sold for 490,000 in a couple of months equals a gross profit of 275,000. So just do the math, right? Whatever your percentage of profit, and then of course you will guarantee a return on the money that you lend. That's your return, right? Very very enticing. All right, I'm gonna give you another deal that was done recently. This deal is located in Haines City, Florida, Central Florida. Right? It was purchased for 355,000. Then a few months later, it was sold for $565,000. Another commercial building, and for a net profit of $178,377. Right? So very interesting. All right, now, so those first two are commercial deals, flipping, and this third deal is in also in Orlando, Florida, and it was purchased for almost 90,000. And then once the rehab has been done, a few months later, the after repair value is 134,000. Again, during the flipping timeline, you as an investor, you or the bank, getting 6 to 10% guaranteed rate return during the flipping timeline. Then when the house is sold, again, you get typically 20% of the profit. So, right, pretty simple calculation, right? With very low risk. All right. So I just share with you the three deals. There's more, but I don't want to spend too much time. So once again, a typical investor, if you're interested in getting involved in this mostly commercial opportunities, is 100 grand cash, all right, or more. All right, let me give you some outlines of how this strategy works. The number one priority that you should have is the security of your investment dollars. Investing with us, you will have a note and a deed of trust placed against the property to secure your investment dollars. Okay, very low risk. We generally buy properties at about 50% of the market value or even lower. This gives us a fantastic upside potential on each commercial property we purchase. You are guaranteed an interest rate of between 6 to 12% on your money. This can be paid to you on a monthly, quarterly, annually, or can be deferred until we refinance or sell the investment at the end of the flip. The reason we can guarantee the interest rate return and the principal return as well is because my money partners acquire the properties at so far below market value that they negate any risk involved. Many of the properties that we acquire are already rented, so they are in a cash flow positive position. The properties that are vacant are either in great shape, ready to be sold, or leased, or in need of work and rehab. This is why we get them so cheap. The majority of the properties we acquire are bank-owned foreclosures, REOs. By offering the banks cash for these properties, we can acquire them at a very attractive prices. We often can structure the deal so that you are also in a position to have an equity split of the profits. This can be somewhere between 10 to 20% of the deal. We generally look to flip one and hold one for long term as well. This way, we have quick short-term profits under a year, 3 to 6 months, along with long-term growth, cash flow, and equity on the properties that we hold long-term. So you have various exit strategies with this type of opportunities. As we continue to grow and increase our portfolio, we have the ability to offer shares of a company that we set up that we include all of the investors that are in our pool. Our network partners has been able to find a niche in commercial properties, of under 1 million and has the ability to secure them at extremely low price points to value. We are now into our third year of commercial properties and have discovered a niche that enables us to buy good properties at very low prices. Our network partners have the resources to acquire, manage, rehab, repurpose, refinance, and or resell the properties. We generally accomplish all this within 1 year term. Thus, most of the notes and deeds of trust are going to be 1 year terms or less. They can easily be extended if needed, or investors can be taken out at the end of the year if they need to get their investment dollars back for any reason. Right? Our network partners have a stellar track record of having done over 300 single-family home flips in various cities throughout the U.S. and has worked with a variety of funders and partners over the years. They have testimonials and ability for new investors like you guys to talk with old investors should you guys have any questions at all about the track record of our great network partners, John Chin, Ray Banzhao, and Glenn Plantone. Having been in and out of over 400 deals since 2008, our three partners always get their guaranteed return and principal returned to them. None of the investors have ever lost money. By the way, these three separate individuals, believe it or not, they do not necessarily know each other. They've been part of my network. They came to our club meetings in the past 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 5 years ago. But they do their own deals, right? But they all have similar philosophies and similar strategies. They have their own, John Chen basically working in Central Florida flipping market. And Glenn Plantone, even though he's based out of Nevada, he go all over the country to do flipping. And of course, Ray Banzhao come out of Phoenix, Arizona, but he also not only flip Arizona commercial flipping opportunities, but he also go other areas where the numbers make sense. All right, so you have some great experts in doing this. All right, moving forward, this is so exciting. I just haven't seen anything this exciting in our company's history in the past 13 years. So the projects that we're working on right now and in the immediate future, look at these great opportunities. So this is amazing. Currently, there are 5 types of investing that our money partners is looking at coming up, if not already. Single-family home flips in Charlotte, North Carolina. Single-family flips in Central Florida. Commercial property flips in Phoenix, Arizona. Construction of office building flips in Las Vegas. Construction of a 17-unit townhome complex in Asheville, North Carolina. Typically, again, as I mentioned before, our niche with commercial properties is typically under $1 million throughout the U.S. Okay, because there's not too much competition. All right, there's a great niche. Once again, so if you're for serious inquiries, please shoot me an email so you could be on our list, and we will contact you individually to do the deals. All right, so this is pretty much it. Thank you for listening, and looking forward to present these exciting opportunities moving forward and help you guys achieve financial freedom through commercial flipping opportunities across the U.S. Have a nice day. This is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Goodbye.